what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for your criticism. I'm glad y'all made it here. If y'all here, do me a favor. Like and subscribe to this channel if you like it. If you don't, then you ain't gotta subscribe to nothing you don't want to. All right. Now let's get into it. We talking about Black history. Today we're gonna talk about this guy called Elijah McCoy. Now he was born in 1844 in Canada, and he went to school in Scotland somewhere, and he wound up getting his mechanical engineering. That's the school we went to, get the little certification, and, just get that trade under his belt, because his parents had basically came through the Underground Railroad, and they wind up, getting to Canada, where it wasn't that much, the slaves was free there, and it wasn't, that much racism. So they wind up living there, and basically he wanted to get a, job and stuff like that when he moved to the U.S. And I guess everybody knows the U.S. is basically known for the racism and stuff like that. So he couldn't get a job he wanted. He wound up getting a job as a fireman and working on the railroads for the trains and stuff like that. And these were steam trains back in the day. And he wound up, I guess he probably had an idea to make his make the job he was doing less stressful and less harder. And he wound up inventing this automatic mechanism to help oil the trains so it don't overheat and it don't catch on fire. Now, you had a lot of people out there try to recreate this thing and do all that, but they couldn't. Because I guess only he, obviously know how he made the thing. And, they wind up giving him the nickname, the real McCoy, because everybody else had these fake McCoys. And, the real McCoy basically was a term for him to know that once he put his stamp on something, once he do it, it's the real thing. And that invention helped a lot of people. And also, just it just helped things move, because without that, we wouldn't even have the trains that we have now. So, and the real McCoy is a saying that's in like real popular movies and songs and all this stuff.
So what you're doing, you're the real McCoy.
Real McCoy?
Yeah. So now if you want to talk about the future, of Black history, we got to start with Jelena Memory. Now, he is the CEO and founder of a book about. Now, you may ask, about what? It's a kid's book. It's a kid's book about racism and bullying and different type of important topics that kids need to know growing up. Now, everybody knows that sometimes kids can be mean, and it's not just, because they want to be mean. It's just because sometimes they just don't know. And this book helps them with that. It helps them to understand. Now, this guy created some good books out there. So if we want to talk about the future, about the history and the future, then that's what the future of Black history is, the kids. Make sure they know and they understand, and help them read some books. Now we're gonna switch gears a little bit about a story that I just kind of like found out about. Some little news here, some news about this guy called Jeffrey Spade. He wound up getting into an altercation with his neighbors, James and Lisa Goy. Now, this is a tragic story of sometimes things just go a little too far. But what happened was James and Lisa was shoveling snow because it was a snowstorm in Pennsylvania, and they always get a lot of snow, just like Chicago and all, Maryland, New York, some states like that. And what happened was they were shoveling snow, and they wound up shoveling some snow in his driveway near his house. And he came out and was like, "Hey, don't do that." And next thing you know, everything got blown up out of proportion. And yeah, Jeffrey Spade wound up killing James and Lisa Goy, and it was some sad news. Now, what I took from just everything that happened and transpired from that was the simple fact that you have to be careful of how you talk to people, how you treat people. You don't know if the person crazy or not. And also it's just good just to be nice to people in general. Um, because the whole thing was terrible. The guy, Jeffrey Spade, wound up killing himself and everything. So if you just trying to understand the situation and everything like that, that's going to be a little hard to do. The best thing you could do is just going forward is, you don't know people's struggles. Everybody know how hard life is. Life is hard. It may be super easy to some people, but to a lot of people, it's not. You gotta work. You gotta, go out here and do what you gotta do, dealing with the stresses of the world, and and every stress in the world is specific to different people. So you don't know what the other person dealing with. So overall, it's just good to be nice to people and not just try to get into arguments about crazy stuff. It's good to think before you act. So do that, and I think you'll be all right. And in other news, entertainment news, uh, it's some stuff that I came across that I saw called, well, not called anything. Well, called Little Uzbert, the guy, the rapper, whatever. He wound up buying a multi-million-dollar diamond that he had on layaway or whatever, and a little pink diamond, I think is that, and the drink cost like 24 mil, 23, something like that. I'm not sure, but what happened was he wound up putting the thing in the middle of his head. Now, I'm just saying, guys, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. Now, I've seen some crazy things, but this is just a weird one. I'm saying this personally. If you got any, I'm sure Lil Uzbert is a role model to some kids and some people. But if you coming across this video and you got to this entertainment section, I'm telling you that that's not how to do it. For one, you don't have. For one, you don't have the money he has. You don't have the security he has. So even if you wind up getting a costly diamond, and even if you wind up putting it on your forehead for I don't know what reason, then what's stopping somebody from just snatching it off? And, it's a crazy thing. So look, be careful out. Just be careful out there. The moral of all these stories: know your history, know your future. Be careful out there, and don't do dumb stuff. All right. Now remember, like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about everything. And I'll see y'all in my next video.